This is Kate Baconsale. You're listening to Baconsale.
Feeling peckish? Have we got a place for you? We got pretzels and burgers and chicken and smoothies and pretzels and ice cream and cookies and Philly cheesesteaks and pretzels and fries and pizza and cinnamon rolls and noodles and teriyaki chicken and pretzels and gyros and hot dog on a stick. Grab a tray, take a seat, and get your mediocre grub on at the Baconsale food court today.
Wow.
But do you have pretzels, though?
There's a few pretzels.
I saw pretzels.
Did I mention pretzels?
I think you mentioned pretzels.
Okay.
Oh, I love a pretzel.
Pretzel sounds really good right
Have we got a
now.
place for you?
Wow. That was fast talking. That was like micro machines. Yeah.
Oh, we got trouble.
Well, welcome to Baconsale. I'm Joel.
I'm Ken.
And I'm Zack.
And we'd like to thank you for listening to our last episode, our 1984 music episode.
So fun.
Thank you for the participation, and thank you for all the comments specifically on Instagram. Sometimes we don't have those, and we do today.
Full heart.
Full heart.
Eyes open, full hearts.
What did you do?
Is that like
Clear
Friday
eyes,
Night's
full
Light?
heart, can't
That's
lose.
the one.
Friday
Yeah.
Night
Thank
Lights.
you for commenting on Instagram. I'm so
Yeah,
happy.
It's Kent's favorite platform. Let's just shout out. First of all, I mean, Ryan Farron said it best. This is dark horse for best episode art. Zach is only a ray of light. Brilliant. And then
Did people notice that Zach was a twinkle?
They did.
Okay.
It was
made me laugh.
fantastic. Adrian. Remember Adrian?
Yeah.
Emeritus says,
We'll never forget.
by 100 at like
Oh, yeah.
simple.
We get it.
Agree about Bruce Springsteen. I feel like I would like Born in the USA and others if someone else's voice was singing.
Yeah.
Also hate his version of Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Hey, Adrian, you rock. You are right. Thank you. Shout out to, it's a pretty cool account. It's Captain Yacht Rock at Smooth Wave Tunes, who said, I went the entire episode thinking to the Tears for Fears Songs from the Big Chair came out in 1984. Couldn't believe it. Wasn't mentioned. And then I looked it up and it was 1985. We absolutely would have mentioned it.
Isn't that some
It was
weird
an
yacht
84.
rock influencer out there?
Yacht Rock influencer.
Yeah, apparently it's
Yeah.
huge.
We're so glad he's listening.
Yes. Thank goodness.
Yes.
Smooth sailing and good vibes, man.
Right?
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
But that's not what we're talking about today. What are we talking about today, Zach?
We're talking about the mall again.
Yeah, again,
Let's go
listen.
to the mall.
We need to complete our malls.
Do we?
Previously on Baconsale.
Tell us just in your mind, which episode was that?
Just off the top of my head, I believe that's Baconsale episode 449, Mall Mashness.
Okay.
I love how he
Just
memorizes.
earlier this year.
So in that,
We revisited an episode in the same year.
I know.
We had a plan.
Sometimes we do that.
There was a plan.
Yeah, there was once.
So we constructed our malls. And if I remember right, my mall, if I remember right,
Give us some highlights.
my mall included such stores as JCPenney's and Taiwan On
I said highlights.
and Bath and Body Works,
Okay.
Abercrombie and Fitch,
Digger ever had one. Which,
Radio Shack.
Listen, the highlight of your
candied
mall
cinnamon nuts.
is the candied cinnamon nuts.
Because that was the only food available, I think, in
Yeah.
any of our malls.
You also got the Magic Eye store, I believe.
I did. Ken, what about yours?
Okay. Well, listen. Do you want me to talk about my mall? Because it's kind of great. The Container Store.
That's what you're leading with? You're leading with the Container
Guys,
Store?
that's all I need to say, and everyone's like, "I'm going." Sephora. You want to be Sephora girls?
Sephora's
I do.
Sephora's at Kohl's now. Okay. Whatever.
Yeah. I have the Lego store
Oh, he wins.
Yeah, I got a lot of people there.
and an amateur masseuse.
That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all you need.
And lens crafters. Don't knock
Oh
me
yeah.
out, lens
Sorry.
crafters.
Yes, but do you have Banana Republic?
No.
Do you have the scents coming off of both an Aeropostale and a Hollister?
That's a stinky mall.
You know how much?
And the all-natural deodorant crystal
and
shop.
you know how strange, like the fake aerosol cologne
Yeah.
going on. I remember when I walked into a Hollister and they were actively spraying the body spray on the shirts. And I knew it. I knew
Is that
it.
what they do?
Yes, they did. They probably still do.
I thought
don't know.
just the employees
I'm not-
were like emanating the scents.
I'm not
but
allowed to go anywhere near that place, Cindy, because
Sure.
I'm over 30. Just so you guys know. I know many people don't believe me. But most importantly, and the hallmark of my store, never forget, Spirit Halloween.
'Tis the season.
Getting close to it.
It is.
Yeah.
So yeah, those were our malls. And now what we are going to do is we've constructed our malls. But one of the most important features of any mall is the food court.
Okay. Hold on. Still.
Well, I think more people go to the food courts in malls than shops.
I went to a food court last week. I was literally with coworkers and we're like, hey, what are you craving? It's like, I'm kind of craving Greek. What are you craving? Mexican? I don't know. What are you craving? A burger? And it's like, let's go to the mall. And we went and it was a liminal space. It was so dreary that we were like, let's get out of here and go to Costco instead.
But those
Okay.
are poor employees who watch you walk in like, people.
The Mexican place literally said Mexican food. There was a handmade banner that didn't have a sign, didn't have a logo, just said Mexican food.
That's all you need.
That's quality.
That's marketing.
I mean, they're not wrong.
You should have gone to Cracker Barrel. There's plenty of
Cracker Barrel.
offering. Oh, fine. No, you should have gone to Chuck-A-Rama. That's what you should.
We've tried. That's another story for another time, but we've tried.
Let's just
They were a
move
buffet
on.
ranking episode.
Okay, that's the thing, though, Joel. Like you were saying, it's a very important part of the mall. It's something we all remember. Granted, I don't remember growing up. I always went to the mall as a teen. I don't remember eating at the mall very much because I was a poor boy in a poor family.
Well, that's why you don't buy the big meals. You buy like the pretzels.
Yeah, it'd be
Did
pretzels.
we mention they have pretzels?
It'd be pretzels, or it'd be a certain kind of orange drink, if you know what I'm
Ooh,
saying, that
I
you
think I
just
do.
can't pass up.
Because there are certain stores that belong in a food court. Like you picture a food court in your head, these are the stores that pop up. But also some major restaurant chains were joined in food courts.
Yeah.
Not so much anymore. Now it's like generic version
Mexican
of it.
food.
Yeah, Mexican food. You guys ready for some brief mall food court facts?
Ready as I'll ever be.
So if you didn't know, a food court is generally an indoor plaza or common area within a facility that is contiguous with the counters of multiple food vendors and provides a common area for self-serve dinner.
Oh, okay.
Now you know what a food court is. The first ever food court apparently opened in the second floor mall food court at the Paramus Park Shopping Mall in Paramus, New Jersey, which opened in March 1974.
Wow.
However, recent research has shown that there was a mall that opened in Ontario, Canada, Toronto, Ontario, Canada, at Sherway Gardens 3 years before that. History is being revised right before our very
Canada,
eyes.
you're supposed to follow us in our trends.
Yeah. And then in the 90s, food courts became kind of a shopping mall staple. They were everywhere, and they were bringing in food. And still, even in 2009, mall sales reached an approximate $49 billion. And food courts generally did better than other food services inside malls. Like food courts were where people gathered. And this is just a random fact about a specific store, but I thought this was interesting. Business Insider named Panda Express as one of the first food court businesses achieving notorious success in the industry.
Notorious success.
Panda Express was one of those success stories. They made it in the mall food court industry, and now they're kind of their own thing.
What did you learn on Baconsale today? Panda Express is just Jenny from the block.
As a man, who knows what I'm going to say next?
As a man, you don't know anything about fruit.
Shopping is difficult for me. I get this thing called shuffle body. Whereas if I've been shopping for an hour,
You get shuffle body for me at Panda Express.
that's
We shuffle somewhere.
internals. But if I've been shopping for around an hour, my body gets real lethargic. I'm like, hey, this is not very efficient. What are we doing? I can't just browse. And so at that point, I need something to kind of occupy my mind, or at least give me like a sugar fix. And so a food court becomes essential at that point, like a snack to grab real quick as I'm walking into Dillard's or the Container Store. I'm a happy person. Like it kind of recharges me. And so that's what we're doing here today.
Yes.
We're trying to make the shoppers come into our malls happy with the experience.
Even if our malls may not have the best stores, we still can get
Are you speaking
the
for
best
yourself?
mall food court, even if.
Especially
hypothetical.
if. Sure.
Hypothetical.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what I miss about food courts. The social aspect, yes. It was fun to be like, meet me at the food court and you meet your friend at a table and you sit there and be like, hey, put our pennies together. We can buy something.
Oh, yeah.
But also, I miss the samples of the food court.
Yeah, true.
Like you'd walk by and they'd have like a cup of something like, here, try this. Whereas now I feel like
Do you think they don't do that anymore?
I don't
There's
see a
only
problem.
one place that does that. We all know. One place that will still consistently give you samples.
Really?
It's the random Japanese place.
Oh.
Always the random, nameless, brandless Japanese
and
place.
they say, please think of
take
us.
our food.
Also,
we can at least write
getting
this
rid of the
off.
old stuff.
a certain ice cream place that we've all been to. Just saying. Free samples.
Well, that's
like a
different.
spoonful.
Yeah.
Like a tiny
It's
spoonful.
not like someone walking there with a tray of tiny spoons.
But I'll tell you what, every time, still to this day, I walk by one of the pretzel stores, one of the many pretzel stores in the mall.
They're tough to miss.
I'm always like, do they got the little samples out today? They got the little
Yeah.
What did you
Oh,
got?
cinnamon
Little
sugar?
something for me there? Honey mustard?
Wait, is that how you speak when you walk by a pretzel store?
That's how I walk in the mall. I talk like this in the mall. Mumbles.
The mall mumbles?
Mall mumbles.
When you go through a food court, you turn into Jeff Goldblum?
Yeah.
Well, what do we have here?
What is the pretzel?
is that?
Oh, dip it in the butter sauce.
Anyway,
Did somebody
So
say
we-
tzatziki?
we have a list of 21 mall food court restaurants. Now, we're not going to be including every mall food court restaurant ever because that would be impossible. Some of these may sound like they, are bigger than a mall food court, and they are now probably, but maybe weren't back in the day.
Yep.
Some of them might not be at your mall.
Yes, we are limiting it to these 21. These are very popular ones that we found online. And so you may have not heard some of these, and if you haven't, look it up.
How are we selecting these?
One at a time.
One at a time. Basically, we're at this food convention or we're at the kickball team and we are all looking at the players and we have to pick each specific choice.
Some might call it a draft.
Yeah, exactly. And then that can't be used for either of the other malls. So
Yeah, it's an exclusivity contract where if I get the mall store, the mall restaurant, Kent does not, Zack does not. Mm-hmm. And so we're going to try to build our dream mall food court one at a time against each other to
Should
see
we
whose
go-
mall food court is going to be the best.
So I have the best mall, probably.
Yeah, I think according to the comments, you had the most support behind your mall.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to do this draft in what I am now calling Baconsale order,
Oh,
Okay.
which is
Chaos?
we always get confused every single time, but we fall in there eventually, which is essentially we go in I'm Joel, I'm Kent, I'm Zach order, but then we rotate who starts first in
Zach-
Joel, Kent, and Zach order.
Wait, so we're starting with me.
You will start.
Are we going you next? Because I do think you had the second best
Then
mall.
it will be me, then Joel.
Joel, do you agree?
that's fine.
Then in round two.
You know what? Fine.
Then in round two, it will be me first, then Joel, then you.
Okay.
And then in round three, Joel, Kent, Zach, and we switch back. It's what we do every category show, whether you know it or not.
Now, before we begin, let's tell the listener what food court options we have.
Run through the 21.
We have
In alphabetical order.
Pretzel Place, Pretzel Place, Pretzel Place. Actually opening up, we have Auntie Annie's, Baskin-Robbins, Charlie's Philly Steaks, Chick-Fil-A, Cinnabon, Cold Stone Creamery, Dairy Queen, Dippin' Dots, a generic Greek restaurant, you know the one, Häagen-Dazs, Hot Dog on a Stick, Jamba Juice, McDonald's, Mrs. Fields Original Cookies, Nathan's Famous, Orange Julius, Panda Express, Pretzel Maker, Japanese, Sarku Japan, Sbarro, and Wetzel's Pretzels. More
All
pretzels.
right.
Is your mouth watering already? No, not on
don't
the
do that.
microphone.
Signs? Okay. So I
Swing
get to pick first.
Kent,
Which
you have
honestly,
the first
I
overall
hate it.
draft pick.
I hate
No,
having to
there's-
pick
there's
first
too
because
many choices.
there are two actual kind of fast food restaurants here.
Also, you don't know what we're going to go for.
But-
I know for a fact my first pick will be one that you guys are like, oh, take it.
Okay.
Really?
Because
Oh, yeah.
my first pick is Sbarro Pizza.
What are you doing?
Why are you starting with Sbarro?
there?
Guys, think about it.
Oh, this changes everything.
You want to class up your food court at a Sbarro Pizza, right? Listen, the front of that store is always like shiny red tile. So you're like, oh, it's kind of Italian.
It's true.
You know, oh, they have stromboli.
Famously joked about in the office of getting an authentic New York slice.
Hey,
you don't know
hey,
this, but
it did start in Brooklyn, New York
Yeah.
in 1956.
Yeah, actually, the Sbarro family, that's a real name. They opened the first Sbarro Pizza in Brooklyn's King Plaza Shopping Center. So this was basically a food court original. There's 600 locations. They started in 1956. And
You can find Sbarros in shopping malls, airports, service areas, college campuses, the Pentagon, naval bases, and casinos,
wow.
which is a big variety. But here's the weird thing
That I
find.
chose it first?
Well,
Okay.
that's first of all, because
Okay.
one of my favorite sections on Wikipedia, the source of all truth, that says diners and critics have criticized the quality of food, with some suggesting a link between the food quality and the company's two bankruptcies.
Oh,
You think?
what? That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
But listen, they have pizza, stromboli, breadsticks, soda. It's kind of overpriced. But when does pizza not sound good? You walk into a food court and you're like, oh, it smells kind of garlicky. Like I'm into that.
I'm
I'm
surprised
kind of hungry.
there aren't more pizza mall food court places.
Yeah.
Because selling pizza by the slice seems to be a no-brainer for a mall.
So are we saying there's a Sbarro monopoly here?
I
Yes.
absolutely hate that Sbarro is basically the only place you can get pizza by the slice easily. There's like places, for us, downtown Salt Lake, right? But that's it. If you want just a slice of pizza, you either have to go to Costco, Sam's Club, or Sbarro.
Or Lucky Slice. Very local.
Very
local
regional. And not near me.
Yeah.
Okay, so I chose Sbarro. I left you guys wide open.
Wow.
Zach?
Oh, this is
Choose
easy.
your first place.
This is absolutely easy. I got Chick-fil-A here.
You do?
I got pretzel places here.
Uh-huh.
I got Philly cheesesteaks, but above all, I have number 2 overall pick, Zach selects Orange Julius.
No! Wait, hold on. Now, we're not saying DQ Orange Julius. We're saying just Orange
Straight up
Julius.
Orange Julius, yes. Well, yeah, it has been combined.
That was my first one I was going to pick.
No, for sure. It's Orange Julius. Now, before I was born in 1987, Orange Julius was acquired by Dairy Queen, subsequently acquired by Warren Buffett. But come on, the frothy, orangey, ice creamy drink.
Yes.
Is it vanilla and milk? What's in there?
I'll tell you what's in there.
Oh, please do.
It is a mixture of ice, orange juice, sweetener, milk, powdered egg whites, and vanilla flavoring.
I'm into it.
Make it at home. I don't know why the powdered egg whites are in there exactly.
Does it ever feel like too much?
For the frothiness.
Does it feel like too much? Or is it just so good?
Never.
So
It's so good. Here's the thing. You're shopping at a mall and you don't want to commit. You can always go to the Orange Julius. Now, I will admit, and I will fix this in subsequent picks, not great for food, right? We're not going to get a lot of nutrients out of this. But this is a great walk-by snack while you scout out the food option.
Truth be told, this is one of the stores that just feels mall-y to me.
Mall-y? Yeah.
Mall. It sounds weird to say. And in fact, most of the Orange Julius stores are in malls. Like that, it's a mall store.
Orange Julius was the official drink of the 1964 New York World's Fair. There are 962 locations.
Yep.
It's a popular
founded
place
in
still.
1926. And it started when the founder's name is Julius Free. That's where Orange Julius comes from. He's a realist, but his real estate broker named Bill Hamblin developed a mixture that made acidic orange juice less bothersome to his stomach. This was some guy saying, orange juice hurts my tummy. I'm going to add some vanilla and sweetener.
Hey, guys, orange juice hurts my tummy.
Add some sweetener and powdered egg whites.
Are you okay with this?
Yeah, but that's why I get the strawberry Julius.
Oh, yeah.
Strawberry banana Julius.
Yeah, berry pomegranate, mango, watermelon, tropical.
I have had, for the record, if those of you know from our Baskin-Robbins episode, I will still eat the mango Julius because I'm a man of taste, not sense. I'm allergic. It's fine.
Don't die.
It's worth it.
Okay.
All right.
So
Orange Julius, number 2.
Joel, we've gone very mall-y and not very mainstream. What are you going to do with your choice?
Well, with my choice, my first choice out of the gate, because Orange Julius originally was my first, because it feels very mall.
Joel's first choice, the 3rd overall pick.
However, if I'm going to go for a place that serves hot eats and cool treats, I'm going for the DQ. I'm going for Dairy Queen.
Now,
full-blown Dairy Queen.
without the Orange Julius.
Well, you can get one if you ask nicely.
Is this the DQ Brassiere? Brassiere. Remember how they're going to the marketing, or it's like DQ Brassiere?
Yeah, what was that about?
Because it felt fancy.
Dairy Queen serves a variety of hot and fried food, as well as original frozen dairy products called Blizzards. It was founded in 1940 in Joliet, Illinois. I don't know how to say that. Joliet, Illinois. And there are 6,800 locations. Now, like Kent said, this has partnered with Orange Julius, and they're kind of inseparable now. However, I understand this will be the separate one, but I feel like Blizzards are always going to be popular.
Always good. Yeah.
Always going to be popular.
Brazier stores sell hot dogs.
Wait, what? Brazier stores.
Out of context, the Brassiere Dairy Queens.
Joel, this is a great choice because you got not only like the Blizzard to take on the go, right?
Yes.
But you got a hamburger, you got a chicken sandwich.
That's
like
what I'm saying. You
fries.
get a little sweet, a little savory. You can get either one of those here.
Yeah.
By the way, fun fact, the state with the most Dairy Queens, you guys want to guess? Which state has most Dairy Queens?
Somewhere in the Midwest.
Texas.
Oh, I mean, it's a large place.
It's like Midwest, but it's like South. But yes, this is one of those fixtures people associate with like small Midwestern, Southern towns. Like back in the days, we had the Dairy Queen. Like it was featured in I think Outsiders even had Dairy Queen mentioned in it. So this is a nostalgic pick, and one I feel will satisfy both the sweet tooth and the savory tooth.
Respect.
Wow. Kent went pizza. We went sugar.
And
Nice.
burgers. Sugar burger.
Oh, so yours is a Brazier store?
Well, it's the Dairy Queen, so it says both.
Sometimes. The Dairy Queens by me do not have food.
What?
What do they serve?
They just serve ice cream.
That's food.
You know.
Okay, so Zach, with the Baconsale chaos order.
Yes, chaos order.
You are
I am
first,
not next. The 4th
Joel's
overall
next,
pick.
and I'm third.
4th overall pick. Okay, this might be a reach, but I know what I need.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
The 4th overall pick, Zack selects hot dog on a stick.
Oh, why though?
I love it. I love it. Those little hats get me.
Wow.
I know it's a reach, but I have to be true to your heart.
All right, Zach, why don't you explain what a hot dog is on a stick is to people if they don't know what hot dog on a stick is?
It's a corn dog and lemonade.
Can they not
That's
say
all it
corn
is.
dog? Because they just
No.
call it hot dog on a stick, or there's cheese on a stick.
Would you remember if it was hot dog? If it was not hot dog on a stick?
Yeah.
It's so fun to say.
Do you feel like every other place in your food court should have their own uniforms, like hot dog on a stick does?
It's so
Now,
iconic.
the uniforms at Hot Dog on a Stick, if you've never been to a mall, kids, it's like really brightly colored blue, red, white, and yellow stripes.
Yes.
Vertical stripes.
Vertical
like,
stripes.
It's like Shriners, but they're teenagers,
Yes.
right? That are just like clowns.
A little bit.
Does that make sense?
Just saw a movie recently where there was a hot dog in a stick outfit, and I went, I know what that is.
Yeah, we know it.
Yeah.
So this was started on Muscle Beach in the 1940s. They offered corn dogs and lemonade, and then moved primarily to malls. They have only 35 locations left in the U.S. One in Layton, Utah.
I had 45. They dropped 10 since I did my research.
There is a standalone
By the day.
There is a standalone location with a drive-through in Sandy, Utah. Don't ask me why I know that.
Well, and they have their
I like $5 lemonade.
where they dip their hot dogs in what they call party batter and cook to order.
Oh, that sounds
But
dangerous.
they also have lemonade with the ka-chunk, ka-chunk, ka-chunk. They kind of churn that as well, where you can get original cherry, lime, and sugar-free flavors.
I don't like that they call it hand-stomped lemonade. It seems a bit weird.
I mean, it's what they do.
Stomped. That feels like a disorder, right? But they do have funnel cake sticks, which are quite good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. Your mall is so molly right now.
I have always enjoyed going to this place. And you have now seen my bias. I am leaning towards classic mall places to me and places that you go to the mall for.
Absolutely understandable.
Now, I have a bit of bias here. I will show my cards. Hot dog on a stick at the mall that I went to growing up. Employed very attractive girls. So
in the cute uniforms.
I like to.
Wait, hold on. Cute uniforms?
On certain
Wouldn't you say
employees, yes.
They look good on
Hold on.
people.
Wouldn't you say that kind of takes people down a notch in those uniforms?
It does. It takes a good looking person and makes them approachable.
Actually, let me ask this. Joel,
Yes.
you worked at a mall.
I did.
Did you flirt a lot with the food court people?
Not as much of the food court people, but
Other people in other stores?
Yes,
The kiosk ladies?
the kiosk girls, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because it's like a whole community, right?
Oh, yeah, it's a great
I
community.
imagine the hot dog on a stick people, they either like hated their uniforms or they knew they were the coolest.
Well, it definitely
Like, they
stands
stood
out.
out,
That uniform
right?
definitely stands out. So yeah, I'm walking into Zack's Mall. I feel like I'm in a mall.
Okay. That's cute and it's very molly. When's the last time you ate a hot dog on a stick outside of $5 lemonades, apparently?
Yeah, I was going to say probably.
No, we all walk by and we go, that's kind of ironically cool.
Again, walking around, a nice cherry lemonade would be great.
It would be on the go.
Okay, a lot of treats.
And
no
it's
real
great.
food for
That thing
Zack
is like-
Small.
No.
You don't know what I eat in a day, do you?
No, I was gonna say you walk around with like a hot dog and a stick. That's an easily walk aroundable food.
Yeah.
like you don't have to have like two hands to eat it.
Or a tray or anything like that.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
Okay. Joel, you're next.
All right, gentlemen. I'm knocking one of the pretzel restaurants out of the category.
Okay, don't do it. We're gonna have a run on pretzels.
Don't do it.
I'm choosing Wetzel's Pretzels.
Wetzel is what you went.
Now
Yep.
you say why? Why are you choosing out of all the pretzel options here, the soft pretzel options? Why choose Wetzel's Pretzels?
Fifth overall pick.
Which, by the way, it's an American fast food chain of restaurants specializing in pretzels and hot dogs. So, boom, already got pretzels and hot dogs involved here. And these stores are mostly located in shopping malls, airports, theme parks, and stadiums. It's known for that kind of thing. 370 locations. It founded in 1994 in Redondo Beach, California.
Hey.
And it was founded by Rick Wetzel and Bill Phelps, and its name comes from childhood taunts used by Wetzel's classmates. They used to call him Wetzel's Pretzels.
Joel, you picked the best pretzel place.
I picked the Bestel Pretzel
The Wetzel
place.
pretzel place. This is the best one.
And looking at what they had, and that's what I was going to say. I love the
Are they all good? Are they all the ball or the twist of good?
twist of
They
It's
are,
that,
right?
That soft pretzel dipped in cheese is so good with the big chunks of salt.
But
on top.
you have jalapeno cheese bites.
Yes, I have the cinnamon sugar flavor, the pepperoni flavor. I also have bits, which are pretzel bites, which are available in original Cinnabits or Pizza Bits with pepperoni as well. There's also a Wetzel dog, which is an all-beef hot dog wrapped in a pretzel, or dog bites and cheesy dog bites. There's frozen lemonades as well.
Wait, it is a meat dog.
Yes.
All right.
And this, by the way, I have to say this. They were the first restaurant in the snack category to introduce boba popping pearls to the menu with flavors like cherry and mango.
What?
I got specialty
That's
drinks.
pretty popular then.
I've got pretzels. I've got hot dogs. I've got all these different
You got the
snacks.
halaroni?
The halaroni,
Yeah.
I do, which is jalapeno pepperoni.
Indeed.
Yes. So yeah, Wetzel's Pretzels, to be completely transparent, I've never eaten at a Wetzel's Pretzels. As far as I know. I do not have,
Like generally a mall.
I do not
pretzel
have
place?
a Wetzel pretzel memory.
Okay, we're going.
But
We're going.
looking at the menu,
Hey, you want a marginally good food? We're going to go to Wetzel's Pretzels.
I definitely want to try it after looking at this menu, and it's going to be in my food court. So boom, I get to eat at it now.
All right.
Okay, that's a great choice. I'm actually jealous.
Kent, with the 6th overall pick, what do you select?
How has this not been picked? I'm about to steal a gem. And that gem is something that we salivated over when we were talking about Carl's Jr. I'm taking Cinnabon.
Dang it.
Cinnabon.
Cinnabon.
I hope that you guys would just overlook it in favor of pretzels.
The first Cinnabon bakery opened in a mall, the SeaTac Mall in Seattle, in 1985.
That's a good pick.
And the brand has grown to over 1,850 locations worldwide. And they chose malls just because of the high foot traffic. And at the Cinnabon, like, guys, I know we kind of joke, right? It's like Cinnabon, they're basic. You can find them at a gas station now. But when those are freshly cooked, and you either get the classic roll or the caramel Kanban, churros, they even have the center. They pull out the center of the cinnamon roll and just in a little bowl. It's so good. Or if you like frozen drinks, those are good too. But this, for the smell alone, like I've got garlic on one side and I've got cinnamon rolls on the other.
It's a weird combo.
Welcome, everyone. Love me.
I did find it interesting that they hired a woman named Jerilyn Brousseau to finalize the recipe for the Cinnabon when it first started, because she was known for her baking in the Seattle area. They brought in this expert to kind of help them make a cinnamon roll even better. And when they first started serving cinnamon rolls, the sign touted world famous cinnamon rolls before they even started. World famous.
It's like, prove it.
And the company that owns Cinnabon also owns Schlotzsky's, Moe's Southwest Grill, Jamba Juice, and Auntie Anne's. All that owned by the same company as Cinnabon.
Okay.
And, you know, Saul Goodman worked there, so.
Yeah,
that's always a
good,
story.
man. Right?
Yeah, yeah. And it was featured in the book Animorphs. You guys remember Animorphs?
Yes.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. So Cinnabon, I think, is a fantastic choice. Ken.
Wait, did someone morph into a cinnamon roll?
That would be dangerous. Could you eat yourself almost immediately?
I would.
But yeah, I think Cinnabon is a fantastic choice. I don't really eat at Cinnabon a lot because they are rich.
Yeah.
And I get like 2 bites in and I'm like, I'm sugared out.
Yeah,
I'm
you have
done.
to have like a chocolate milk on hand or strawberry milk or a
Help
regular
balance to get
milk.
less sugar.
You know, but that goes perfect with all the sugar. Oh my gosh, it's so good. I want one right now.
It's so heavy. It's so delicious. And I think that's a good choice. It was pretty high up there on mine, but you snagged it out from underneath me.
All right, Zach, who's next in the chaos order?
All right, next up with the 7th overall pick, Joel. And what are you going with?
This is a difficult decision now because you guys are snagging ones that I've wanted.
We're starting to be strategic. By the way, you have Dairy Queen and Wetzel's.
I'm guessing traditional. Joel's going to go a little traditional.
Well, I'm going to go a little Molly.
Kent's the only one that has like a real food.
No.
It just depends on how.
Dairy Queen.
It
I got
depends
Dairy
on how
Queen.
closely. We keep saying Dairy Queen. What food do you get at Dairy Queen?
Burgers.
At a mall, Dairy Queen?
Yes.
No way.
At Layton Hills Mall had it all the time.
They have a grill there?
Yeah.
They're a brassiere store. That's what that means.
They got hot eats and cool treats.
Yeah, see, mine didn't. Mine was only ice cream. Okay.
Just cool treats.
Fine. You have burgers, which are disgusting.
Ever goes there for the
Don't
ice
let
cream.
Ken has
us in a
pizza.
Dairy Queen burger.
Yeah.
Not
Ken has
good.
pizza, which is disgusting, and I have sugar. Okay.
Right.
No, I've got hot dog. That's kind of like food. Okay.
That's the problem is I have 2 that I'm debating between.
You
I'm
go
wondering,
sweet.
Okay.
you
I'm
go
wondering which
savory,
one's getting
you go
stolen
snacky.
first.
So you're going Molly, you said.
I'm going Molly.
You got to start playing us.
I do.
Based
You're
on
right,
our
you're right.
reactions.
I do. I have to start playing you guys. And the fact that you didn't steal this one up already, I'm going to move to my another one. Oh, that might be a mistake. I'm choosing Panda Express.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's weird.
I mean, that's a big food place.
I don't think of it as a food court place, but you look into the history.
That's where it got its, not start, but that's where it became the big
And then it
popular
went to
restaurant.
grocery stores as well. And they just took off.
They did. So founded in 1983 in Glendale, California. They have 2,200 locations currently. It is the largest Asian segment restaurant chain in the United States. And they were the ones, like we mentioned before, that they were traditionally located in shopping mall food courts. But as they got bigger, as they got more popular, they went, okay, we're just going to do our own standalone restaurants now. And you see that a lot more now. Like, that's usually where you find them as standalone restaurants.
Do you find that people are going to trust the Panda Express food? Because it's always like predictable, right? Like
Yes.
orange chicken always sounds good.
They include dishes such as orange chicken.
That's it. Stop there. It's
sweet-fire
only orange
breast,
chicken,
Beijing
Joel.
beef, grilled teriyaki chicken, and kung pao chicken. Oh, and the honey walnut shrimp. I love the honey walnut shrimp.
Do you?
So much.
All I see is orange chicken in my dreams.
And this is one of those restaurants that probably would have samples out. Like, oh, can I try that?
Yeah.
Can I try honey walnut shrimp? They put up a little cup and you got to eat it. That'd be delicious. But I feel like Chinese food in a mall is it's a great time to eat Chinese food is when you're in the mall. For some reason, it just tastes better when you're in there. And Panda Express.
It's because it tastes bad otherwise. Yeah.
Also, bonus, the price still isn't that bad. You get a plate of food, you're spending like $12.
Right.
Right? And you're going to spend $12 at some weird generic Mexican food place, right?
Maybe. But with Panda Express, you know what you're getting.
Yeah.
It's consistent. It's one people trust. It is real food as opposed to whatever Zach thinks Dairy Queen serves. And I feel
I
like
didn't have a brassiere store.
I feel like it's going to be a good mix up from, the other mall foods there. This is going to be the substantial one of the substantial ones I'm going to try to get in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like a real food place.
And it's snacky too because you can get the small little thing of it, or you can get a larger plate as well. So yeah, a little box of to go on the way out.
Like I said, it's like a real food place. Kent, with the 8th overall pick, what do you select?
So with Sbarro, I've got the men with dead taste buds, right?
Yep, and old pizza.
Yeah. With Cinnabon, I just have great smells.
The warmed over pizza.
I need to make the women happy that shop at my mall.
Tread carefully, Kent.
Chick-Fil-A.
Oh,
Wow.
Chick-fil-A is in my mall. And you're
Hey.
like, Chick-fil-A? Their drive-thru's crazy, but guess what? The first Chick-fil-A opened at the food court at Atlanta's Greenbrier Mall on November 24th, 1967. And then it wasn't until the 80s they started doing more standalone franchises. They have over 3,000 locations. Granted, once again, not always in a mall, but I remember seeing these in malls and being like, yeah, that could be okay. But Chick-fil-A is just a phenomenon at this point.
This was one that we usually would stop by in the mall because you just get a quick chicken sandwich and it was in a little bag. Very easy.
And similar to Panda Express, it is so predictable.
Yes, you know what you're getting every time you go there.
The employees will be nice.
They might even say it's their pleasure to serve you.
Yeah, right. They better say that. And also they have good kids meal options as well. And I feel like that's really important because if you go to like a food court, you're like, I don't want to spend $12 on my kid eating, maybe $4. Well, it's probably $6 for a kid's meal, let's be honest. But people won't feel sick after going to Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
And I feel like sometimes the food court, you're like, I'm like, we got to leave Mervin's right now.
No, in the 70s and 80s, they had all the locations in malls. In 1986, they began to focus on standalone units more than food courts. And so they become, once again, a store that outgrew the mall.
Which is funny because they still only have like 4 things on the menu. Like they still feel very food courty.
It's like hot dog on a stick, but nicer.
Nicer, but they still just have a pickle on a chicken sandwich? Like, what is that?
In fact, in 2022, the American Customer Satisfaction Index found that Chick-fil-A remained the country's favorite fast food chain for the 8th consecutive year, and it has the highest per-store sales of any fast food chain in the nation.
Ooh, okay.
People understand the deliciousness of that single pickle on a breaded chicken sandwich. Have you guys tried to make that at home, by the way?
No.
It's not easy.
It's not?
They use a whole pressure cooker kind of thing, I believe, that goes with it. But I have marinated it in kind of a Chick-fil-A marinade before.
And?
Tasted really good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm hungry.
I know, me too.
Jeez. Okay, Zach, I believe it's your choice.
Strategery. I mean, you are. I am kind of stuck with the remaining.
I think you have to go major on this one.
I'm stuck with the remaining major food place, but
Hey, pick it.
I
Pick it.
need to pick it because I need to have it. So we had Panda, we had Chick-fil-A. Let's round out this round with McDonald's.
There we go.
I'm going with the McDonald's. You're walking through the food court mall and you look over there and you're like, well, that's like a sugar place. That's a sugar place. That's a snack place. That's a snack place. I don't think any of these sound good. I don't want Greek. I don't want Japanese. What do I do? And you're a younger person. And then you look and you see the golden arches and the song starts playing in your head.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
I was going to ask you, it's like a litmus test, what you were going to say. I actually was like, you deserve a break today, which is like
Wow.
the 80s.
Yeah.
That's
I was going to say hold the pickles, hold the lettuce.
Special orders don't upset us.
Yeah, not McDonald's whatsoever.
That was Burger King.
Hey,
isn't
Zach,
it?
guess
Put
what?
a smile on.
You have the longest line, but the fastest service. There are more people going to your McDonald's than any of our food
Talk
court
about
options.
a known entity.
No
Yeah,
entity.
that is-
The safe one. For
Yes.
sure.
I mean, if you want to know more about them, you can listen to Baconsale episode 84. We ate everything at McDonald's.
Unfortunately, it was in a time when Baconsale didn't matter as much, but whatever.
Over 41,000 locations. And yes, this is one you can find anywhere, but that's what makes it so consistent. Like you see this in a foreign country and you're like, oh, I know exactly the food I'm going to get there.
And sometimes these mall food courts can feel a little bit strange.
Yeah.
You're like, again, so many of these places are unbranded or maybe you've never heard of them before.
Yeah.
Who hasn't heard of McDonald's? It's reliable. It's consistent. It's not the best food. But this is such a go-to for me in like airports as well.
Yeah.
Because you're just like, I don't know.
And the price is generally consistent
Generally,
as
the
well.
price is all right. Not as of late, but
Sure.
I have the app, so I've just sold my data for 30%.
You know what's going to
30%
upset
off.
me? If we were eating a food court and you chose McDonald's, you'd be done with your food on your tray before we got our food.
Yeah, before you got your
Zarku or whatever.
Big Mac.
I mean, maybe Panda is quick, but because your food's been done for a while. But yeah, I think these are all
You had to
speedy
choose it. I
choices.
know it's not Super Molly. All
It's
of our
not.
places are giant, but they did have origins in malls.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
And I'm also true to my heart. I'm not mad at my choice at all. I would have wanted Chick-fil-A, About twice a year, I think Panda's a good idea, and then I get sick.
Now, is this McDonald's or McDonald's Brassiere?
This is the McDonald's brassiere because it's ice cream and burgers.
Okay.
Ice cream at McDonald's. I'm sorry.
They have ice cream
I
at
get it.
McDonald's.
Oh, okay. Tell me how often that's happened.
I get it.
Well, it's broken most of the time.
I get the shake. I get the strawberry shake, and then you forget it and leave it on a counter, and you come back and you're like, what is that consistency?
Yeah. What is that?
It's confusing. That's what it is. All right, moving on to our next round. Kent, you have the first pick here. So this is the 10th overall pick, the first pick of the 4th round.
Ooh.
I feel like I'm going pretty heavy on the savory food.
Sbarro, Cinnabon, and Chick-Fil-A.
Okay.
You need something.
Don't do
You
it.
need
Don't do
something.
it.
I need some ice cream.
You do.
Oh, but we have good. Okay, here's what we have for ice cream: Baskin-Robbins, Cold Stone Creamery, and Häagen-Dazs.
Don't forget Dippin' Dots, the ice cream of the future.
What is that ice cream?
It is. If it melts,
You know what?
My stepkids make it a smush of ice cream every time.
I'm going to choose the one that tastes the worst of the three. I'm going to go for Baskin-Robbins.
Why?
Wait, taste the worst?
Yeah, think about it.
This one is so terrible. You should have it.
This is so terrible. We did an entire episode
Cold
about
Stone
it.
Creamery is delicious. Häagen-Dazs is amazing, but Baskin-Robbins has the options.
Wait, why are you picking the worst then?
So
Of-
many
in your
options.
opinion- in
Because
your
I want it
opinion.
to be a draw. I want the kids to walk by and say, Mom, Dad, I need ice cream. And it's going to be Baskin-Robbins.
So many
Which,
options. Also, better speed of service than Cold Stone.
Which you can learn
Yeah,
more
so
about
true.
Bacon-Robbins on Baconsale episode 371. We streamed
This
for ice
feels
cream.
so self-serving at this point.
No, it's not self-serving. They serve it to you.
Okay, well played.
When you've been on for nearly a decade, you've
done
talked about a lot
everything.
of topics.
Yeah. So this has more than 8,000 locations, founded in 1945. We found out there's 31 flavors, but really 50-ish. I imagine, though, at the food court, they don't have the 3 rows of ice cream, so they probably have more like 25
Baskin-Robbins
flavors.
has introduced more than 1,300 flavors since 1945.
Yeah.
Which is,
listen,
But like actually like different flavors.
By the way,
gonna
we did get a notification recently that Beach Day was back at Baskin-Robbins. A listener let us know.
Oh, you can
They were
have
so
it.
excited.
Is it right now?
I think so.
Oh my gosh, Kent got so excited just
Are
now.
you serious?
That's what someone told us on social media.
Oh, we're meeting
my
at the
gosh.
Baskin-Robbins.
I am so excited right now, but look,
I'll have some triple mango so I can avoid.
I'm
Beach
going to
Day.
say a third of the ice cream available is not very good, but there's going to be something for the kids. There'll be something for you, pralines and cream.
we had a near consensus, like top 3 or 4.
We really did.
There's good stuff.
On episode 371.
So that's my ice cream choice. Are you guys going to pick ice cream, or do you need something more savory?
I mean, we already have Orange Julius.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, I have the 11th pick. Looking at it here, I have Orange Julius, so I don't immediately need to go to an ice cream place,
Okay,
but I
sure.
love ice cream. You can get a soft serve at the Mickey D's.
No,
But-
you can't.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, you
No,
can.
it's
Yeah, you can.
broken.
No,
I
the
get it all
shake
the time.
machine's broken. You usually get ice cream.
Nope.
No.
Guys, there's actually a conspiracy I can tell you about later.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of getting to it.
Yeah.
But I am going to go with something. You talk about scents. You cannot beat the scent of fresh baked cookies. We're going with Mrs. Fields.
Zack!
Yes.
Okay, hold on. Have you ever had Mrs. Fields cookies?
Yes, I have.
Really?
Yes, I have.
Yes, and they are tasty. Like before all the trend of all these new cookie places that are popping up and like way overcharging for cookies, Mrs. Fields was overcharging.
She started it.
What a pioneer.
This was founded in 1977 in Palo Alto, California. They have 400 locations, and it is one of the largest retailers of freshly baked on-premises specialty cookies and brownies in the United
Okay.
States. Founded by Debbie Fields in the late 1970s, and in 1982 they moved their headquarters to Park City, Utah.
Really?
Yup.
So
Local connection.
I always kind of pictured they kind of have the bakery look, right? Where there's the cookies on the sheets in the window,
yes.
right?
And they get little samples, little triangles of
But
cookies.
at the mall, I was like, there's no way they cook these fresh. Like, they have to just place these here. They're probably already cooked, and they bring them to the mall. Are they actually cooked on premise?
As far as I know, they make the dough there and they cook them there.
Okay.
As far as I know, but
Okay.
I haven't done deep research on this. I've only
Sure.
done surface level mall food court research.
Sure.
Also, they do. They're in partnership with TCBY, which means ice cream is a possibility
Yeah.
there as well.
Frozen yogurt right there.
Ice cream.
You're good there.
Yogurt?
But
Well,
Frozen yogurt isn't. Don't pretend.
it's a whole thing. We're save for our frozen yogurt versus ice cream
a
episode.
fan.
Whoa, I have feelings.
I'm a fan.
Whoa. Save it for that show.
Yeah.
One of the other things I want to bring up about Mrs. Fields is that they were one of the first chain letters. Not one of the first, but like one of the big viral ones. Where It was
Okay.
like, we've got the secret recipe of Mrs. Fields, like the cookies. And it was like sold to someone for $250 and then passed it around. And it was a huge success of people passing around this recipe.
Really?
of Mrs.
Okay.
Fields. Wasn't real. Wasn't really
It was
the
just someone's
recipe.
random recipe.
Yeah, they still have that locked down. But
Are
Mrs.
they that
Fields-
good
They're very tasty.
So good. I could eat one right now. I could eat 6.
Well, it's a cookie.
And they also sell...
You can eat 6, but not 7.
They also sell brownies,
I throw
cakes,
up at 7.
berries, and fresh fruit.
Yeah.
So this is an option. This is a very nice sweet option, and it was one I wanted to get until Zach just stole it.
Nice. What else do you want? I've stolen 2 of Joel's picks. Yes.
Right before me he steals them. So now I gotta look at my list again.
You have the 12th overall pick, Joel?
I do. You know what? I have,
You have Dairy Queen, Wetzel's, Pretzels, and Panda.
Yep. So I think I'm going to go with something, I don't know, a little more healthy, shall we say?
There's nothing on this list.
I'm going to go for Jamba Juice.
Hey!
You said healthy, right?
I said healthy, but I meant Jamba Juice. So
I
think that's the slogan right there.
I was considering Jamba Juice as well.
Jamba Juice is an American quick service restaurant and juice bar that sells blended fruit and vegetable juices, smoothies, and other food products. They're not actually called Jamba Juice anymore. They just want to be called Jamba.
Yeah.
They got rid of the name juice because apparently there are negative health connotations around the word juice.
Because it's just sugar.
I guess. But everyone calls it Jamba Juice.
Yeah. I still call it Zuka.
It's Jamba Juice. Yeah, well, Zuka, they actually bought out Zuka Juice. They acquired them, a rival juice bar, which I love the idea of rival juice bars, in March of 1999, which explains why they were all Zuka juices when I left my mission and Jamba juices when I returned.
Oh, yeah.
And now,
Roxbury, that's one as well.
Justin Timberlake shows up and he's like, just Jamba.
Just Jamba. That's all you got to do. Simplify.
So this opened in 1990. There's more than 860 locations.
And they have recently begun to sell wraps and sandwiches and flatbreads too.
Yeah, a lot of breakfast foods
This
there.
is seemingly healthy.
Yeah,
and that's why I think I wanted it in my location, because you grab a Jamba Juice to go, you're walking around, you're like, I'm eating healthy. Woo. And then you look at the calorie count, you're like, oh, that's a lot of calories.
Yeah.
But man,
Are you mad
good.
at Zach because he got Orange Julius? So you're like, I want the next best thing.
Hey, Orange Julius is great.
Yeah.
On that one note. But Jamba Juice, there's a variety of flavors that I enjoy.
Peach pleasure? Yes, please.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Razzmatazz.
Oh, Razzmatazz.
Save it for our Jamba Juice.
That's a good
ranking
album,
episode.
actually.
Wow, we really could
Zach,
do that.
Razzmatazz?
We could do
that.
We could do that.
I don't know how, but they found me. Razzmatazz?
Good old-fashioned razzmatazz. Okay, now we're to the next round. Kent, I have to maybe call you out a little bit. Sbarro, Cinnabon, Chick-Fil-A, and Baskin-Robbins, you don't have anything to drink very well. Just throwing it out there.
Wait a minute.
Kent's mall patrons are thirsty.
We've got smoothie places.
Well, that's
not,
true.
And I don't know.
Stop that.
And I don't know how you're going to fix that. I don't know.
Are there any more places to drink?
Not really. I don't think so. I think you're just your soft drinks. That's it.
Kent has a drinking fountain. It's over by the bathrooms.
How about that?
Ew, don't use that one.
Oh, hey, that's actually this new option that just popped up. Bathroom drinking fountain. It's great. It's warm. It's weird.
And it's a low spout, right? And
Yeah.
so you have to drink the mold.
Yeah.
Right? You put your mouth right on the mold.
The kid right before you had his
People
mouth
were hungry
all
when we
over it.
started. They're not hungry now.
All right. I have the first pick of this round. I just got my cookie place. I've got Orange Julius. I've got hot dog on a stick. That is something like food. I got McDonald's. That's something like food.
Something like food.
So I have a lot of bases covered, but also kind of basic stuff.
I think you need a pretzel store.
I think I need a pretzel store. And I am partial to Pretzel Maker. I'm going with Pretzel Maker.
Good choice. Good choice.
Fine.
You got to have the pretzel place. That's where I was leaning. I am a huge fan of a giant, large size cup of original pretzel bites. Give me the Parmesan. Give me the cinnamon sugar. Not together. The garlic's delicious, but just the classic salted pretzel with or without cheese sauce. They're so shockingly soft. I think we grow up and we're eating all of these, these
Hard pretzels.
from a
Little crunchy hard
bag.
pretzels, yeah.
No, you get this. It's so soft, so delicious, and seemingly endless.
Yeah,
I don't know. When you get it, it's actually like, why is it so much money? And then you just keep eating.
You
It's
get
crazy.
the cup, and it's like a 24-ounce cup of the pretzel bites, just the salted pretzel bites.
Yeah.
And they last forever.
You feel like you've had a ton, and you look, and you're only halfway through. So it actually weirdly represents decent value.
Pretzel Maker was founded in 1991 in Connecticut, 280 locations. And in 1998, Pretzel Maker was voted the fastest growing food franchise in the United States.
Wow.
And Mrs. Fields bought them in 1999. Just pointing that out.
Okay.
Oh, hey, by the way, you can also get raspberry frozen lemonade, strawberry frozen lemonades, limeades, something to drink, Ken.
They have 10 different flavors of
Did you rub that in? Just because they don't have anything to drink?
and a variety of dipping sauces, and it is the innovator, according to Wikipedia source of knowledge and truth. Pretzel Maker is the innovator of the pretzel dog and pretzel bites.
Mini dog pretzel bites, baby. They are delicious.
They're very good.
Yep. I am stoked on this place.
All overpriced. Mall food is just overpriced in general.
But pizza sauce dipping.
Wait, are you pizza or are you not? Or cheese
There's
sauce?
pizza, there's nacho cheese, and of course, honey mustard.
I know which one you're going for. Then.
Naturally,
Actually,
my
honey
favorite.
mustard.
Yeah, I go
with the
cheese.
pretzel bites.
every time with the cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends. If I
Even
want,
cinnamon sugar cheese.
because yeah, cinnamon
feel
sugar.
sick.
No, but like if you get the garlic,
Yes.
then it goes well with the honey mustard.
Yeah.
Or just the regular. I'm just saying, honey mustard, quite versatile.
Great choice.
And may I say, quite beautiful. All right, Joel, for the 14th pick, what do you got?
I'm going for novelty on this one because I am choosing Dippin' Dots.
Dippin' Dots, the ice cream of the future.
You want to know why?
Is this a kiosk?
This is a kiosk.
This
yes.
is a center kiosk.
This
yeah.
is like one of those ones in there. But the reason I'm choosing it is because I'll tell you what, no child can resist begging their parents for Dippin' Dots as they walk by.
When's the last time a parent has bought Dippin' Dots for their child?
When
In 1988 when it was founded?
Every Bees game I go to.
Founded in Kentucky, 1998.
Every single time.
A number of locations, I couldn't find an exact number. It's kind of a mystery, like 1,600 maybe?
Oh, I saw 226.
I don't know. They were kind of confusing.
Because they're kind of drowning a little bit.
Well, and they're also like...
You could say
different
business was
places.
frozen.
Well, because yes, Dippin' Dots, if you don't know, they take little drops of kind of an ice cream liquid into liquid nitrogen and do little tiny circles. So you eat like pebbles of ice cream.
Do you have a favorite?
I like the cookies and cream one.
Cookies
a lot.
and
that's a
cream
good
is the
one.
That's a very tasty one. Do you have a favorite one?
Yeah, cookies and cream.
Mint chocolate.
Mint chocolate's very good.
Well, and they originally, Kurt
There's like
Jones.
a fruity one that my kids always get.
Yeah, like a Tutti Frutti, I think it is. But Kurt Jones, who kind of is the inventor of this, he specialized in cryogenics and was trying to make efficient fodder for farm animals when he discovered this. And they tried to patent it, the creation of Dippin' Dots, but the court basically ruled, no, it's pretty obvious. You just dip ice cream juice into liquid nitrogen and it turns into this. It's not a proprietary thing.
Ready for this? Rainbow ice is the fruit one I was talking about.
Yeah.
So rainbow ice, cookies and cream, and then one that I found fairly recently, cherry and blue raz ice.
Ooh.
You ever been to Maverick? You either have the cherry or blue raspberry icy. Tastes exactly like that. Quite delicious.
Just like 9 times the price.
That's the problem, though, is you can't find Dippin' Dots unless you're like at a mall food court or at a amusement park. They don't really sell it in stores. There's a knockoff one I got one time. It wasn't as good, but they can't sell it in stores because they need temperatures below negative 40 degrees Fahrenheit. And that's not one many grocery stores can like.
Oh, that makes sense.
But you can get it at Scheels.
Can you?
Yes, you sure can.
Like in bulk?
Scheels.
No, there's a
when I'm
cafe
craving
in there.
ice cream, Scheels.
Scheels. Yeah, for sure.
Not a
It's like,
sponsor?
man, I could really use a treadmill, a sports brazier, and
ride on a very scary
ice
Ferris
cream.
wheel.
Ice
That is
cream.
not filling whatsoever.
Yeah.
Scheels.
Also, you want to ride a Ferris wheel?
And that's just it. Do you guys realize how much ice cream you get when you get Dippin' Dots?
Like nearly none.
So
right?
compared to any other ice cream place?
So little.
It's all about the novelty, though.
It's the Aero bar of ice cream.
Yes. It basically is.
Yeah.
I think Dippin' Dots is a novelty store that will bring the kids in and get a lot of revenue for a little bit of work.
Okay.
That's a good choice. I like it a lot. Kent.
I got to go with
Pick
something
15.
to just eliminate it off the list because I need a pretzel place. So I'm going Auntie Annie's.
Annie's, good job.
So they have pretzels, dips, and beverages. Finally, I have my lemonade that I have needed for a while.
I do.
Your parched patrons are no longer parched.
Now, listen, I'll admit, would I have chosen Pretzel Maker or Wetzel's Pretzels before? Yes. But I still get pepperoni pretzels. I still get the sweet almond pretzels, which are actually quite amazing. It's just what I have to choose, right? I need pretzels. I need something salty.
You're settling for Auntie Anne.
I think I'm settling. But guess what? It's still delicious. It's still a soft pretzel bite.
I'm not going to fight against Auntie Anne.
Right? So there I go. I got
Right.
pretzels and I got something to drink because these pretzels are making me thirsty.
Ah, I see what you did there.
All right, we head into our sixth round. Joel, you will start us off on this one.
Yes,
As a reminder, you have
I
Dairy
will.
Queen, Wetzel's Pretzels, Panda Express, Jamba Juice, and Dippin' Dots.
Are we getting kind of desperate?
Desperate how?
I'm just wondering.
I don't know.
I feel like there are choices you don't really want anymore.
I don't know if there are any lemons in this group. Some lemonade, but no lemons.
I think there are lemons. There are ones I would not pick.
I'm just looking at my list now of kind of the variety I've got. So I've got ice cream, I got pretzels, I got real food, quote unquote. I've got juice, I've got ice cream. I think I need to go with something a little bit different.
What are you thinking?
I'm going for Charlie's Philly Steaks.
Oh,
You mean
Charlie
the place
deserved
this?
That
But
was
that
once
was
called
absolutely going to be my next
Charlie's Steakery?
Yes.
Come on. That's a horrible name.
No, it's not. Well, it's not great.
pick. Steakery is what they call me.
Yes. But in addition to traditional Philly cheesesteaks, the chain has other steak-based sandwiches and multiple grilled chicken sandwiches, among other grilled sandwiches. Founded in 1986 in Ohio, about 600 locations. And this, there was a guy named Charlie Shin who, him and his family went to New York City. He discovered the Philly cheesesteak. He convinced his mother to sell her restaurant, invest her life savings in $48,000 into Charlie's, and put a location just across the Ohio State campus. And from what I can tell, it went pretty well because people know the name. But I just think a Philly cheesesteak.
Joel.
What?
That's not very good.
Says the guy who picked Sbarro first.
Yeah, this is the Charlie's Steakery.
This is the Sbarro of Philly cheesesteaks.
It will fill you up with burnt meat. Charlie's Steakery is not very good.
You have no room to talk.
Yes, I do. Sbarro, you've enjoyed Sbarro in your life, sir.
Listen.
If you get a recently cooked Sbarro, it's good.
I looked at the menu.
When are they recently cooked? Zack, they have not cooked a Sbarro pizza in the past 30 years.
I once cut the hair of a guy who worked there, and he gave me a fresh piece, and it was actually really good. Okay, one time.
Myth.
I looked at the menu for Charlie's Philly Steaks, and I'm like, wow, great pictures, bad food. But that said,
but you get some chili cheese
I will say that
fries
there. You got the bacon fries. You got
cheese and bacon
kimchi fries as well.
Yeah, there's some good choices.
Listen, but no one's ever going to admit going to Charlie's Philly Steaks for dinner. It's like, hey, what'd you have for dinner? Oh, Place of the Mall. It's just Place of the Mall, just sandwich, some fries.
Yeah, but here's the thing, Ken. You know what it has? Good smells. That smell of the cooking meat, that is going to really help. Like that's the aromatics is what the aromatics of Charlie's steaks. Philly steaks is what I'm going for here. And we're getting to the end of my picks, but I definitely think that's one I wanted to get before you guys snagged it up.
I was going to. I really was. I don't think it's very good either. That's why we're talking so late. But I think it's a good choice, Joel. Kent, pick number 17.
I'm gonna go savory again because I've chosen a few sweet ones.
What are you doing?
And the savory ones are not great.
No, they're not.
But for variety, I'm gonna take this one off the table, and I know it's a tier 3 option. But I'm going Sarku, Japan.
No! That's where I was going next, too.
Listen, we say Sarku, right? That is a well-known name in the food court industry, but really there's so many Japanese restaurants that are generic and kind of have the same sort of thing. This was founded in 1980, has over 180 locations. The majority of these are in the malls, but in the eastern states, they have standalone locations. Basically, what you're getting here is you see a vat full of chow mein, right? You got the chunky noodles, and you get chicken, beef, shrimp. They have bento boxes. They have sushi. Probably wouldn't trust it. They have really good dumplings, though.
Yeah, nobody couldn't go to Kent's Mall because of mall sushi. Everybody got it, and they ate it, and they died.
You eat here, you're going to be covered in the oil. Everything tastes like oil in these. But guess what? Sometimes they hit the spot. Like, it's not quite Panda, right? It's not predictable.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this is the restaurant you go to when the line at Panda's too long.
Yeah. But you throw some sriracha on top of this, and you're like, oh my gosh, this is worth 3 meals, and I spent $7 for this foam container that is going to last a long time. It's pretty good. I feel like I almost believed that when I said it.
Yeah. And this could also be representative of all the generic,
and that's what I'm saying.
Japanese, restaurants they have in food
which
courts.
Is necessary. I think for variety, I needed that.
Yeah, but I already got my Panda, so I don't need it.
Zack, you still don't have ice cream, by the way.
I don't, but I have Orange Julius. That's pretty dang close. No, I have to be true to my.
Be true to yourself.
I need a food place. I need a real food place. I've only got McDonald's. I hate it. I don't want to go there. But every time I go to a mall with somebody, they're like, Greek sounds good. I always disagree, but I'm going generic Greek place with the 18th overall.
No, you say Greek place? It's called like Greek Palace.
It's Greek Garden. It's called, that's Mykonos.
So we were trying to think of restaurants we always see in malls.
Yeah, right.
And we were like, the Greek restaurant. And we looked it up, and there was no like main competitor in mall food courts because they all seem to be run by local people who are just like, I just want my Greek restaurant. And it is like Greek Garden or Greek, just says Greek food.
Zack, would you say this is underrated and overcooked at the same time?
If you like chicken with a lot of flavor and not a ton of moisture, this is where we got you.
Do they take debit cards? Because I'm not sure they do.
No, the hand-drawn sign says we do not accept debit cards.
It's cash only, and they don't do change either. It's just like a bowl. You just throw it in there.
Take a penny, leave a penny.
This is one of those restaurants where there's no one at the counter, and so you walk up to look at the menu, and there's some dude sitting behind the counter just waiting for people to come up and make eye contact. You're like, dang it, I got to order now.
So we tease. But Joel, what do I usually get when we go to food courts together?
Greek food.
The little Euro plate. Putting the tzatziki sauce right there.
Yum.
Little bites.
Yogurt-based sauces, not for me.
Shocker.
But I feel this is a mall staple, and I feel it's a great choice to have in your mall, Zack.
I do think it's a good choice. I will skip it, but I have McDonald's. That's fine. I'm just gonna OD on sugar anyway, so whatever. Okay, and for our final round, Kent, you will start us. Remaining, as a reminder, we have Cold Stone Creamery, Häagen-Dazs, and Nathan's Famous.
Okay, you guys get the ice cream. I'm choosing Nathan's Famous.
Wow.
I don't think anyone's ever eaten at a Nathan's Famous, ever.
I believe Joy Chestnut has.
Not anymore.
Oh, that's right.
He got fired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they have 198 locations. They started as a nickel hot dog stand in Coney Island in 1916. They've been around for a while. They have burgers, chicken sandwiches, meatball subs, fry shakes, but most specifically, hot dogs.
Yes.
And I think this does add the variety I'm kind of looking for, because I got like a fancy schmancy Chick-Fil-A, right? And I say that's fancy for a mall food court. And then it's like, yeah, but I need a hot dog, right? And Nathan's Famous is a pretty good alternative
Hey,
there.
Kent, are Nathan's Famous hot dogs kosher?
I'm going to say no.
You're right.
Wow.
They're not kosher.
Because
No, that's what Hebrew natties are for.
well, because the recipe is secret. It's a secret family recipe,
Oh.
and they don't have rabbinic supervision. They can only say their hot dogs are, quote, kosher style. So not
What?
technically, they're kosher style hot dogs, which means they're not made from pork or horse meat. They are beef.
Wait, did you say horse meat?
Well, sometimes in hot dogs.
That's why I don't like hot dogs.
That's why we're not having an IKEA food court.
Oh, man.
But yeah, and also I found this kind of funny too. When Nathan's Hot Dogs first started opening, them, they would ensure that men wearing surgeon's smocks were seen eating at his stand to reassure potential customers that no, this is okay, it's healthy, it's
Wow.
okay. So you dress up people in surgeon's outfits and have them eat at your restaurant. People assume it's healtgy.
Wow.
All the doctors at the mall
No,
are eating
here's
at the
what's
food
happening.
court.
There's definite money laundering behind the scenes.
With Nathan's Famous?
Oh, absolutely. I'm going to have to crack down at my mall, but there is some laundering going on. And it's funny, they have burgers and stuff like that. I don't think anyone ever would get a burger at Nathan's Famous.
You don't think
Hot
so?
dog for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Not a burger. Anyways, okay, you guys have two ice cream
Always
choices.
been more of a Hebrew natty kind of guy.
Yeah, I hear that.
All right.
Natty?
Yeah, Natty Light. What?
Hebrew National?
Hebrew natties.
Natural
They're so
20.
good.
The Journey of Hebrew Natty Gan?
Yeah.
Wow.
A couple
Last time you
references
ever
there.
thought about that
Yeah, right.
movie?
All right. I am actually dumbfounded at what our last picks are.
It's kind of crazy.
This is remaining.
Because these are actually,
Häagen-Dazs and
by the way,
Cold Stone.
delicious. It's just ice cream is hard to like crave sometimes. You're like, oh, I need a treat, and ice cream may not be
and
it.
ice cream was one where I went, look, I already have Dairy Queen with the blizzards. I already have Wetzel's pretzels with the sweet drinks.
I get it.
And Jamba. Like I have all these, and Dippin'
Also
Dots.
Baskin-Robbins
So I was
take,
pushing the
so.
ice cream ones down. But now I got to get another one.
You know what hurts the ambiance of your mall? Hearing those metal things slap against the stone. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, it's kind of annoying. You know what? It's great. Häagen-Dazs. We're going Häagen-Dazs with the 20th overall pick. And my final pick here, this is what's so nice is not only do you get nice, high quality scooped ice cream,
It's delicious,
you can
too.
get it as a sundae. You can get sauces and toppings, and then you can get it mixed up as a shake. This is rich. This is delicious.
And gelato.
And gelato, not a
Kinda
gelato
fancy.
guy. Not a gelato guy.
Shocker.
No.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're
It's
an
okay.
ice cream elitist.
Well, the last gelato I had was
Hold on.
Baja Blast
Frozen
gelato.
custard?
So
Is frozen custard
frozen
okay?
custard's delicious.
Okay.
I just had bad gelato. It's fine.
Bad gelato. Fun fact: this has kind of an interesting history. Häagen-Dazs. So founded in 1960 in the Bronx, New York, 900 locations as of now. But a man named Ruben Mateus was born in Poland in 1912 to Jewish parents. His father died during World War II, and his widowed mother migrated to New York City with her two children in 1921, where they joined an uncle who was in the Italian lemon ice business.
Okay.
So their uncle sold Italian ice. They kind of go in there. But then he decided to start a new ice cream company, but he wanted to give it a Danish-sounding name.
Yeah.
It's not a real Danish word. Häagen-Dazs is a made-up
Zack,
word.
without looking at your notes, spell Häagen-Dazs right now.
Okay. Is it Häagendazz?
No, it sure isn't. That's a rapper from an M. Night Shyamalan movie called Old. Oh, it's mid-sized sedan.
HA with the umlaut A GENDAZS.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he decided that he wanted to give it his new ice cream company a Danish-sounding name as a tribute to Denmark's alleged exemplary treatment of the Jews during World War II. And his daughter reported that her father sat at the kitchen table for hours saying nonsensical words until he came up with a combination he liked.
What?
So he's basically pulling Danish-sounding words out of the air
of the air.
and going, Häagen-Dazs.
I'm still laughing at the fact that Ken thinks I have notes. So what I would order here is the Rocky Road Dazzler, which is also what I wish
Dazzler or Dazzler?
to be, I wish to be
Häagen-Dazler.
referred to from now on as the Rocky Road Dazzler.
Yeah.
Rocky Road ice cream layered with hot fudge and chocolate cookie pieces topped with whipped cream and chocolate cookie crunch served with toppings. My acid reflux would make me throw this up, but I would be happy along the way.
I like that we're eating everything that is in our mall.
Oh, 100%.
I mean, it makes sense.
Well, we have to sample it,
Yeah,
right? We have to know
absolutely.
it wants to be there.
I am very happy with this. And Joel, You are
So-
left with our final pick.
Which is fine by me because actually Cold Stone was one of the ones I wanted to get.
It's delicious.
It's
but-
great. This is a great
okay.
pick.
Oh, Joel, what's your mix?
What's my mix?
Yeah. Oh, it's Häagen-Dazs.
Well, let me give you some quick facts about Cold Stone real quick, if I may.
Please.
This is a premium ice cream made with approximately 12 to 14% butter fat, made on location and customized for patrons at the time of order. Founded in 1988 in Tempe, Arizona, currently 929 locations. Founded by Donald Sutherland. Not that one.
Oh, my
gosh.
Rest in
Donald
peace.
and Susan Sutherland, who wanted ice cream that was neither hard packed nor soft serve. Now, one of the reasons I want to bring this store up is because when you're walking around the mall, you burn a lot of calories.
Oh, yeah.
You need energy. And that's why I have this store, because they have a drink that was designated by Men's Health magazine as the most unhealthy drink in the United States for 2 consecutive years. And that would be the Cold Stone PB and C.
Yes.
You guys know what PP and C stands for?
Peanut butter
Chocolate?
chocolate.
Peanut butter and chocolate, which is a great
it's a
company.
And it
Drink,
had
not a
bananas in it
shake.
too, did it not?
2,010 calories, 131 grams of fat with 68 grams of saturated fat and 150 grams of sugar, which I'm told is not good.
Give it to me
Joel
right
Hilton,
now.
you are talking my language.
Wow.
Cold Stone's also got in big trouble a while back when they've had a couple different incidences where, like, for example, their cake batter
Incidai?
flavoring got people. It was associated with an outbreak of salmonella, according to Wikipedia.
Why don't we hold them accountable?
There's
But
been
Jack in
employees-
the Box
There's
for
been
40
employees
years.
who have lost fingers at
What?
Cold Stone in the machinery. There's been lawsuits
Hold on.
against them.
I'm not paying for that topping.
That's a mix-in, Ken.
Yeah.
You didn't put.
I don't like it. I don't
You
love it.
didn't
I
have
don't
fingers
gotta
in your
have
mix-in?
it. No.
It says right here that you wanted M&M's, Reese's Pieces, and Fingies.
I mean, I would.
No cold
Butterfingies.
Butterfinger.
Okay, hold on. What's your go-to orders?
At Cold Stone?
Yeah.
Cold Stone. Easy. Okay. Strawberry blonde, but you take the frozen strawberries, swap them out for fresh banana.
Oh, that sounds.
Why would you swap them out, though?
The frozen strawberries, as they sit there, they get a little hard to eat, right? You say with the fresh banana, it's a better texture overall. Trust me on this one.
For me, it's chocolate ice cream. Obviously, waffle cone, right? That makes sense. Graham cracker mixed in there, and caramel and peanut butter.
Ooh,
That's it.
Good. I usually go with kind of whatever I'm feeling when I go in there. Like,
Yeah.
I kind of go in like, this mix in, but there's a...
Cake batter with brownie and sprinkles.
Oh, that's good. But I do like the cake batter as well.
Oh,
Cake batter,
take it
batter,
easy.
batter.
Cake batter.
Their cake batter ice cream is quite good.
It is. And that's the one that poisoned a bunch of people. But they've since worked that out.
Allegedly.
Yes. So there you go. There's my final pick that I was forced into, but I'm happy to have it.
Listen, we each have 7 options in the food court, and I think that we have 2 open stands because 2 of them got shut down, right? Health code violations.
Several.
Right.
One is covered with a sheet, the other is not.
Yeah.
So you can see into the kitchen and snoop.
One says under construction, but it's never not going to be under construction.
Or
Oh,
it's going to be
absolutely.
like a weird themed burger place that'll be there for 2 months.
All right.
Yeah.
So that listener, this is where you come in because we now have our mall food courts. You may have judged our malls before, but now we have our mall food courts, and we want you just to close your eyes for a moment, unless you're driving. Do not close your eyes if you're driving, and picture these mall food courts and let us know which mall food court you would go in. Kent, why don't you explain your mall food court first? What do you got?
Doesn't that smell so good? That garlic 2-day-old pizza smell from Sbarro, right? But it looks fancy.
It does.
And then you have the Cinnabon.
That's-
Oh my goodness!
That is an MVP pick right
But you
there.
don't. But you have to go down the mall a ways to get to the Cinnabon. It's not quite in the food court.
it's
which
that
is
one that's, like,
annoying.
off all by itself?
It's by Spencer's. A little
Oh, no.
weird. Then I have Chick-Fil-A. I mean, easy. Okay, then Baskin-Robbins. Right, got to get the best ice cream place out of the way. Auntie Annie's, Sarku Japan, and Nathan's Famous. So it really did a nosedive at the end there. But I started
It's a
strong.
variety. I
Falls
think
off
these are all
Yeah.
good.
Well, you started strong.
Yeah.
That's
All right, Zach, what do you have?
I have got Orange Julius, your wonderful sweet
Classic.
treat as you are shopping. Classic. Also, you're going to stop hot dog on a stick. You're going to laugh at the uniform, and you're going to have your delicious, cherry lemonade.
Sure.
McDonald's. Who doesn't like it? Come
Well,
on.
a lot of people, but it's ridiculous.
say
When
they
you're
don't
at a mall
McDonald's.
and you
Yeah.
need to appease the children, you're stoked that a McDonald's is there. Mrs. Fields cookies, delicious. Pretzel maker, because you got to have it. Get yourself some pretzel bites. Your generic Greek restaurant, the rice is probably all right. And then Häagen-Dazs, finishing it off.
So good.
Shake.
Nicely done.
I have a pint of Häagen-Dazs in my freezer at this moment.
Nice. And then you walk into my food court, and what you have a Dairy Queen where you can get a Blizzard or a burger.
All right, Dilly Bar.
You can get some Wetzel's pretzels. Oh, dilly bars. You got a Panda Express.
Love it.
So you can get your little fix there, a little MSG fix there. You got your Jamba Juice, get a little calorie boost in your life. Dippin' Dots, so the kids can whine and complain.
It's a fun choice.
Yeah, I actually do enjoy eating Dippin' Dots. It is a fun mouth experience.
You enjoy it because you're eating it at Lagoon.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah.
Charlie's Philly steak. I keep wanting to say Charlie Philly cheesesteaks.
Yeah.
Charlie's Philly steaks.
Right.
And then a Cold Stone Creamery. So there.
I don't know whose is best because, Joel, I really disagree with Dairy Queen as your first choice. I don't think it's a very strong choice because Dairy Queen's
Sbarro.
food is not as good. Sbarro is necessary at a mall.
No, I'll tell you what. I think Zach may have the malliest of mall choices.
I do have the Molly.
With the Orange Julius hot dog and stick and Mrs. Fields and pretzel maker. Come on.
Oh, you're right.
But I wonder if substantial. I don't think there's not a lot of substantial food.
So,
at
listener,
Zach's.
please
Ken has some real food.
Yeah.
help us decide. Which mall food court would you go hang out with?
Yes. Let us know on Facebook. Let us know on Instagram.
Hang out with?
Let us know on Twitter which mall food court you would pick. Because we want to hear from you. And we also want to hear if we missed any of mall food court restaurants that you like that we didn't mention.
Shout out to the Melty Way at the Southtown Mall.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's delicious.
Those little one-off stores, I always love eating at those.
Yeah.
Just trying
They're
them.
almost too good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, before we go, we want to thank some patrons. So from the I'm the Listener category, we have It's Showtime, Taylor Sanderson, Some Guy, Sir and Madam Hicks, Shannon West, Scott, Let's Hear It for the Boy Sprague,
Let's hear it for the boy.
Ryan and Marley, Rocky and Steph Lady, Terry A. Finley, Juice the Cooler King Swallow, Jennifer Kilkowski, Casey Cummings, and Adam Rachel Crump. And from the Bacon Council, we have the other Brit, Johnny English, the one, the only Chris Anderson, Steven, everyone's favorite Ross, Star Wars expert Kyler, our favorite couple, the Madsons, Nicole DeKale, Her Royal Highness Jessica Terry, Glow Clan Daniel, Debbie Foster, and Beaker.
Thank you, patrons. You are the generic Greek to our restaurant. But if you want to find me, you can find me at 76Joel on Twitter. You can find me performing Quick Wits, a performer at the Midville Performing Arts Center and the studio at the Parker Theater. For more details, go to qwcom.com or go to the Quick Wits Facebook page.
Speedier than usual. Wow.
Yeah, right. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Kenny3DD. You can read my movie reviews at ShowtimeShowdown.com.
If you'd like to connect with me, you can do so on Twitter and Instagram at Stumbling
he's
Mustard.
enunciating.
But more importantly, make sure you're following Baconsale. Please like that Facebook page and then go to @Baconsale on Twitter and Instagram. After you've done that, go to tpublic.com/Baconsale and get yourself some merch. And then if you like what's going on here and you want to support us further, visit patreon.com/Baconsale. Support starts at just $3 a month and you can get access to all sorts of behind the scenes stuff. And of course, the Bacon Bits, which thanks to Glow happen more frequently than maybe they should. Patreon.com/Baconsale.
So until next time, Cinnabon Voyage. Eyes open, full hearts.
Do you have the sense coming off of both? An Aeropostale and a Hollister? Panda Express is just Jenny from the block.
They got the little samples out today. They got a little
Yeah.
What did you got?
Cinnamon sugar?
something from
Okay.
you
Wait, is that how you speak when you walk by a pretzel store?
That's how I walk in the mall. I talk like this in the mall. Mumbles.
When you go through a food court, you turn into Jeff Goldblum?
Yeah.
Well, what do we have here?
What is it? The pretzel.
What is that?
Dip it in the butter sauce.
Japanese.
You want to class up your food court? Add a Sbarro pizza.
Feels molly to me.
Molly? Yeah.
Orange juice hurts my tummy.
Hey guys, orange juice hurts my tummy. I'm a man of taste, not sense. Brassiere stores sell hot dogs.
Welcome, everyone. Love me. We got to leave Mervin's right now.
No. Now, is this McDonald's or McDonald's Brassiere? Trained
This
for ice
feels
cream.
so self-serving at this point.
No, it's not self-serving. They serve it to you. I haven't done deep research on this. I've only done surface-level mall food court research.
So good. I could eat one right now. I could eat 6.
You can eat 6, but not 7.
They also sell brownies.
I throw
cakes.
up at 7.
I said healthy, but I meant Jamba Juice.
When I'm
Cafe,
craving
man.
ice cream, Shields.
Shields. You want to ride a Ferris wheel?
It says right here that you wanted M&M's, Reese's Pieces, and Fingies.
I need to make the women happy.